New year, new LinkedIn strategy. Except it's not, is it? Because by February, you'll have burned out. And by March, you'll be back to doing nothing. So instead of another failed resolution, here are the only 10 things you actually need to do this year if you want LinkedIn to grow your business. Not 47, 10. Right. Here's what happens every January. Someone decides, this is the year I'm going to nail LinkedIn. They rewrite their entire profile, commit to posting daily, plan elaborate content campaigns, promise themselves they'll network consistently. 2 weeks later, posted 3 times. Message nobody, feel guilty about the whole thing. By March, they're back to scrolling and liking other people's content while wondering why their phone isn't ringing. The problem isn't commitment, it's trying to do everything at once instead of focusing on what actually matters. So I've grouped these 10 actions into 4 categories: profile, content, networking, and nurturing. You do not need to do all 10 today, but you do need to do all 10 this year if you want LinkedIn to consistently start conversations. Not likes, conversations. So this video is for B2B founders, consultants, coaches, and sales professionals who know LinkedIn should be generating business, but it's not. Maybe you're inconsistent, maybe you're invisible, maybe you're active, but getting absolutely nothing back except the occasional great post from someone trying to sell you their services. And I know what you're thinking. I don't have time for 10 new things. Good, because some of these things you'll do once and they're done. Some take 30 minutes per week. None of them require you to be a full-time content creator posting motivational quotes over sunsets. These are the practical, high-impact actions that actually start conversations and generate pipeline. Everything else is noise. Before I break down the 10 actions, let me tell you why I've structured them this way. I've watched hundreds of, probably thousands of people try to fix their LinkedIn presence. The ones who fail try to transform everything overnight. The ones who succeed work through these 4 areas systematically: profile, content, networking, nurturing. The profile work is your foundation. Do it once properly and it works for you 24/7. When someone looks you up, and they will, they immediately understand what you do and who you help. Not your job title, not where you went to university, what you actually do. The content work is your visibility. This keeps you top of mind, builds your authority, and gives people a reason to engage with you. It doesn't need to be daily, it needs to be consistent and valuable. 1 good post per week beats 3 average posts, followed by radio silence for a month. The networking work is growing your tank of connections. You're strategically adding the right people to your network, while also understanding who's already there. Because, spoiler alert, you probably already have dozens of ideal customers sitting in your connections doing absolutely nothing. And the nurturing work is where the magic happens. This is where you turn connections into conversations, conversations into meetings, and meetings into clients. Most people jump straight to content or networking and then wonder why nothing happens. It's because they've skipped the foundations and they're not nurturing people properly. All 4 areas matter, so let's break down the specific actions. Here are the 10 actions grouped into the 4 categories. You do not need to do all these today, but you should aim to have all 10 working for you pretty soon. First category is profile. This is your foundation. Action number 1 is optimize your headline. Stop using your job title. Nobody cares that you're the founder and CEO of XYZ Limited. Your headline should communicate the value you deliver. Instead of founder of XYZ company, try helping B2B companies generate pipeline through LinkedIn, or whatever your actual value proposition is. You've got 220 characters. Use them to tell prospects why they should care, not what you're called, what you do for them. Action number 2 is rewrite your summary. Your summary isn't your CV. It's not a timeline of everywhere you've worked since 2003. It's a sales page for your ideal customer. Speak directly to their problems. Show you understand their situation. Explain how you help. Make it easy for them to take the next step. Most summaries I see are all about I founded, I grew, I specialised, I flip it to you. Talk about your prospects challenges, not your credentials all the time. These 2 actions take maybe an hour total. Do them once and they work for you every single time someone views your profile. Foundation sorted. Second category, content. This is your visibility. Action number 3 then is engage before you broadcast. Before you post anything, spend 10-15 minutes engaging with other people's content. Comment thoughtfully on posts from your ideal customers, industry leaders, and existing connections. Not great post or thanks for sharing, actually add something useful. This is 2 things. It gets you visible to the right people, and it builds goodwill before you ask for attention with your own posts. Think of it like showing up to a party. You don't walk in and immediately start talking about yourself. You listen, you contribute to conversations, and then you share your perspective. Apparently, this needs spelling out to some people. Moving on, number 4. Commitment to posting consistently. You do not need to post daily. You need to post consistently. Once per week, same day, same time is infinitely better than 3 posts one week and then nothing for a month. Pick a day, let's say Wednesday morning, and commit to posting every Wednesday. That's 52 posts this year. If each post reaches 500 to 1,000 people in your network and generates even 1 meaningful conversation per month, that's 12 qualified conversations you wouldn't have had otherwise. But no, let's post most motivational quotes 3 times in January and then disappear. Number 5 is define your content pillars. Use a 40-40-20 framework. 40% educational content that helps your audience solve problems. 40% personal stories and insights that build connection and show your personality. 20% promotional content about your services, offers, or calls to action. This mix keeps you valuable, relatable, and commercial without being one of those people who only ever posts, "We're hiring," and "proud to announce." Write down 3 to 5 topics you consistently speak about with authority. That's your content pillars sorted. Action number 6 is use video, even just once a month. Video cuts through the noise on LinkedIn. It builds trust faster than text because people can see you and hear you. They get a sense of whether they'd actually want to work with you. You don't need fancy equipment or editing. Record a 60 or 90-second video on your phone, sharing 1 insight, 1 story, or 1 lesson, and post it. You'll stand out immediately because people are too scared to do it. Most people are. They'll write 47 posts about authenticity and vulnerability, but they won't ever turn the camera on. Marvellous. The 3rd category is networking. Moving on to action number 7 then is audit your existing connections. Before you chase new people, understand who you've already got. Go through your connections and identify how many of them actually match your ideal customer profile. You might be surprised. You probably have dozens or hundreds of potential clients already sitting in your network. Make a list, tag them in your CRM or a spreadsheet. These are the people you should be nurturing. But no, let's ignore them and chase strangers instead. Makes perfect sense. Number 8 is add new connections strategically. Don't just connect with anyone, target your ideal customer profile. Add 20 connection requests per day to people who fit your ICP. This keeps the tap running, strategically adding the right people to your tank of connections over time. By the end of the year, that's over 1,000 maybe new, highly relevant people. And then the 4th category is nurturing, and this is where conversations will start. Action number 9 is to message existing connections with value. Remember, the tank of connections, not just the tap adding new people. You can safely message about 100 existing connections per day without LinkedIn getting all too weird about things. Not pitching, not just checking in, providing some value. Share a relevant article, ask a thoughtful question, offer insight about a challenge in their industry. With a 10 to 15% response rate, that could be 10 to 15 conversations per day from your existing network. Compare that to new connections, 5 per day, 2 to 3% response rate gives you basically nothing. And most people ignore this entirely and wonder why LinkedIn doesn't work for them. And then finally, there's action number 10, track what matters. Stop obsessing over likes. They mean absolutely nothing. Track conversations started, meetings booked, pipeline generated. Create a simple spreadsheet. How many people did I message this week? How many replied? How many conversations turned into meetings? How many meetings turned into opportunities? These are the metrics that matter. Vanity metrics feel good, but don't pay the bills. Focus on what actually moves your business forwards. So, those are your 10 actions: profile, content, networking, nurturing. Some you do once and they're done. Some become weekly habits. But if you action all 10 of these in 2025, LinkedIn will start consistently generating conversations and business opportunities for you. Not followers, not engagement, actual business. So here's what I want you to do. If you're looking at these 10 actions and thinking, I know I should be doing this, but I'm not sure where to start or what will have the biggest impact for my specific situation, let's have a conversation. Book a call with me. We'll spend 20-30 minutes going through your LinkedIn presence, your business goals, and your ideal customers. And I'll tell you exactly which of these 10 actions you should prioritize first to get the biggest impact. No other agenda, no pitch, just a genuine conversation about getting you on the right track with LinkedIn so it actually generates business for you this year. Go to www.themaestro.com and book a call. Let's make 2026 the year LinkedIn finally works for you. New year, new LinkedIn, but this time with a clear plan and the right priorities. That's it from me. Has this been helpful? Let me know which of these 10 actions you're committing to first.